Have you ever thought about having a career that actually matters? I mean, one that's about more than just a paycheck, that genuinely changes a young person's life. A path that gives you purpose, flexibility, and real financial rewards. Well, let's dive into how you can make that happen by becoming a certified accelerated learning study coach. So let me ask you this. Why is it that so many smart kids, really bright kids, just seem to struggle in school? It's something we see all the time, right? They're capable, they put in the hours studying, but their grades just don't match the effort. So what is really going on there? Well, the truth is, the bad grades, they're just the tip of the iceberg. That's the part everybody sees. But what's really happening is all the stuff hidden deep beneath the surface. We're talking about crippling test anxiety, a total lack of focus in our crazy distracting world, and that nagging little voice in their head that keeps telling them, I'm just not smart enough. Those are the real problems. And look, this isn't just about one or two kids struggling here and there. These individual challenges, they're actually symptoms of a much, much bigger issue. There's a sort of silent emergency happening in our education system right now. And while that's a huge challenge, it also creates an absolutely incredible opportunity for people just like you. Just think about this number, 18 months. That's the COVID gap. It's how far behind many students are in their cognitive development. And our teachers, they are completely overwhelmed just trying to race through the syllabus. They barely have a minute left over to teach students the most important skill of all, how to actually learn. And if you need more proof of the crisis, just look at these numbers. They are honestly staggering. In recent global rankings, South Africa's maths and science education came in at 146th out of 148 countries. And for literacy, for reading, we were ranked last in the world. This isn't a small issue. It's a massive problem that is screaming out for a new approach.
And his quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. Our entire system is focused on teaching the content, the what. But it almost completely ignores the container, the actual skills of how to focus, how to remember, how to build resilience. It's exactly like trying to fill a bucket that's just riddled with holes.
So how do we fix this? See, traditional tutoring just keeps pouring more water, more content into that same leaky bucket. Our approach is totally different. We believe in fixing the leaks first. So let's take a look at the proven methodology that actually makes this possible. Now, the system wasn't just invented overnight. It's been nearly 2 decades in the making. Our founder, Junaid Bayat, started this as a small side hustle way back in 2004. By 2011, it launched as its own brand, and from there, it just exploded. We're talking about being adopted by universities, featured on national TV, and having empowered over 145,000 students to date. So the secret sauce, if you will, is what we call the 7 powers. And listen, this goes way beyond a few simple memory tricks. It's a holistic, whole-child approach. We build their IQ, the study strategies, and their EQ, which is their emotional intelligence to handle stress. So we don't just teach how to study, we teach them emotional power to manage anxiety, growing power to bounce back from a bad grade, and me power so they build the self-esteem to truly believe in themselves. And just so you know, this isn't some vague concept. Take a look at this. This mind map shows you the entire process mastery curriculum you'll be trained in. It is incredibly structured. You can see how it covers everything from the neuroscience of learning all the way down to the practical, hands-on coaching skills you'll be using with your students every single day. But okay, the big question, does it actually work? Well, the data really does speak for itself. According to official Department of Education data, students from grade 4 to 11 see an average result increase of 17%. And for matriculants, that number jumps to a staggering 24%. These aren't just numbers. These are life-changing results. So, we've seen how this is literally changing students' lives. But let's pivot for a second. What does all of this mean for you? Well, this is where that huge educational challenge we've been talking about becomes an incredible opportunity for you to forge a new, fulfilling career path. Becoming a study coach offers this really unique combination of rewards. First, there's that deep personal fulfillment you get from watching a child's confidence just soar. Then there's the professional growth of building your very own business. And of course, there are the financial rewards that come from offering a service that is in such high demand. Let's just talk numbers for a second. 204,000 rand. And I want to be clear, that is a conservative estimate of your potential yearly income. That's from working part-time with just 20 students and maybe running one holiday program. You could easily scale that to double or even triple that income, all while working on your own flexible schedule. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds incredible, but starting a business from scratch is overwhelming. I totally get that. And the good news is you don't